Hello, folks, and welcome back to this isn't General Geekery. This is Go Figure Customs. Go Figure Customs. You see, I got that wrong the first time, and I have to check myself every single time. And my co-host makes fun of me every single time I say it wrong. So yes, welcome back to Go Figure Customs YouTube channel. I'm doing video unboxing and review videos today. Hopefully you've already watched the video on the Hell's Fifth Company, which was number 3 in the 3-pack. And I guess we're working backwards now, because now we're going to do number 2, which is Skeleton Forces Paratrooper Company. I've already read the stuff on the back of the box previously. It's the same as the other one, which just talks about the product information and that children are still easy to eat, and do not discard this product at will, and be sure to accidentally put your fingers in the gaps. Unfortunately, I'm glad I didn't want these mint in box, because while these got to me in 2 days from Hong Kong, because I got a shipping notice Wednesday and it's Friday while I'm shooting this, my package was damaged. But luckily I don't give a shit about that, because these bitches are coming out, and they're coming out now. So yeah, we get a backing board for that, and a comic book, which is pretty cool. The art in the first one was fantastic. Looks like there's an ad for one of the new mechs, the Sniper Armor Bone. And that is unfortunately that's a female figure that comes with it. Nice. Unfortunately, it's one of the 1/25th scale mechs. They still only have the 2 1/18 scale mechs, although I've seen rumors that they are going to make other 1/18 scale mechs. So yeah, the art inside is pretty cool. We're not going to flip through the whole thing. Unfortunately, it is still probably a Mandarin. I'm assuming it's Mandarin. I will look at those later in depth. All right, so let's look at the figures. I'm going to do this, since we're doing this backwards, I'm going to start with the C figure, because I think I started with A last time, so I am making a mess here. All right, of course, fantastic display tubing. Man, this guy's got a lot of stuff in here. Looks like he comes with extra joints. He's got an extra waist too. That's interesting. He's got an extra waist. It looks like the same sculpt. I can't tell if it's more narrow. No, it is not. There's like a climbing harness sculpted onto this one. My wife went out for a walk, and she's back, and that's what the dog is barking at, because she's an idiot. The dog, not my wife. All right, looks like we've got one of the bare-chested bucks with the regular pants. This is the figure that comes, essentially the buck that comes with the 1/18 scale mech. The sand one anyway. That's the one I have. So it's bare-chested, but he's got the plate carrier on and the armor. New head sculpt. Thigh rig is one of the ones that came with the PLA, the new PLA sets. And then he's got the actual working carabiners, one on his vest and one on his, 3 of them on his belt. You actually can clip stuff into that, and they do work, which is fantastic. So what else is good? This one comes with extra hands. Looks like he's got a closed-fisted hand. So we got looks like a modified M4. I'm not sure if we've seen that one before. I kind of lose track. So we've got an interchangeable closed fist hand for the right hand, which is kind of nice. This is the one that comes with all the extra joints. There's a closed fist for the left hand as well, so you get 2 interchangeable hands. I'm trying to get his pistol out of there. It looks like his pistol is a little different. Yeah, his pistol's different. I'm pretty sure that's the one that came with the driver for the mech, though. So I mean, it's not new, but it's new that it's coming with the individual figures, because I think only the mech pilot has come with that gun previously. So yeah, we got extra hands and flesh-colored and tan-colored joints, since they are bare-chested and bare-armed, but they're wearing pants. So we're gonna set those aside because I got a whole pile of those. We got a scarf, 2 interchangeable scarves. So let's see what it looks like with the other scarf. Not quite sure how it's supposed to sit on. There we go. I'm guessing that's it. Let's look at the box on that. All right, so there he is with the scarf. Kind of reminiscent of one of the Star Wars Starkiller figures. Kind of like that, how that looks. It's a shame that it doesn't work well with the helmets, but I think it's a shame that it doesn't, and it's not, because it's cool that there's so much versatility to these, that you can have the helmet on and then you can take the helmet off, and then you've got 2 different scarves that are interchangeable. I think that's fantastic. I didn't talk about price points on the last video, and I don't remember what these were. I got them from Locker Toys. They are up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, and I think they're about $90 for 3 figures. Again, I know that's pretty steep, but you're getting a lot of stuff. You're getting real complex figures with a lot of gear that are small batch, so they're going to be more expensive anyway. And that's why I get them from Locker Toys, because they're a bit cheaper if you because they usually have like a pre-order incentive, so there's a slight discount if you pre-order them early, and that usually goes for like a month. The helmet is the same on the last guys, it's just different paint job. There he is, and then he's got elbow pads. The other guys didn't have elbow pads. The belt, we talked about that, has the carabiners, and then he comes with one of the backpacks that's removable. He does have one of the there's clips on either side for holding weapons. I'm not a real big fan of those because they're glued on. They're not sculpted as part of the backpack, so they tend to fall off, unfortunately. Joints feel fairly loose. Kind of hard to get the elbow pad's kind of in the way there. Yeah, his backpack strap, there we go. His backpack strap was catching on his elbow pad. Kind of wedged it on there. There we go. So finally we have removable helmets, which is fantastic. I know people have been complaining about that for a while, but when you think of how many waves of figures there have been, I can see why people are complaining about it. But when you consider how long they've been making figures, I mean, we just started getting these this year, or well, I guess the end of the last year. Yeah, last year. Well, a little earlier last year, the Russian figures came out, which kind of suffered from quality. They were pretty cool, but they didn't have their process down, so they're not the best figures. And some of those did have removable helmets. So, I mean, realistically, we did get removable helmets with some of the very early Russian figures, but not with the armed forces figures. I think that's what these were called. I don't think these are armed forces. Now, these are hardcore Coldplay. So I think it's based off the video game, if I'm not mistaken. I think that Coldplay is the video game. I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. But let's see him all geared up here. So there he is with his gun. Removable backpack. That's how they should have been making backpacks all this time. I love the backpack with the straps instead of pegging in like every other backpack. It looks so cool to have real straps on a backpack. I don't know why it took somebody this long to figure it out. BBI, Blue Box Industries, had removable backpacks, and they were using elastic for the straps, which was functional, but it didn't look cool. Not like this does. So that is figure C. And again, he comes with an interchangeable waist that has like a climbing harness sculpted on, while his regular one does not. The waist that he's got on right now, you can see there's no climbing harness on his butt. I kind of like the climbing harness. I don't know why I want to spend a lot of time taking them apart just to switch that out, though, because these are going to go. I have a huge display on my second G.I. Joe USS Flag where I put all of my Joytoy figures. So I mean, he's going to go on display. I've got a tub of extra parts, and that's probably where all these are going to go. So that is figure A. Patriots there. Figure B here. Let's see what we got here. I really like the color scheme on these guys. All right, he has, looks like we're using the new PLA buck. They don't quite sit down properly again, but ooh, his joints are pretty tight. I like the head sculpt. I would like to get a pack of head sculpts and weapons out at some point in time. Accessory pack, I think, would go a long way. He's got another one of the scarves. I'm not going to switch out the scarf on this figure. You saw it on the first figure. There's not really any point to that. He comes with a second waist with the climbing harness. We got this helmet there. And then we have what looks to be a new sniper rifle. That is definitely not the Barrett that has come with other figures. Whoops, shit. We have a working bipod. The bipod seems a little bit more stable than the ones that are on the Barrett or other weapons that have those bipods. Because it seems like there's another rifle that has the bipods and they don't stay on there very well. He has two closed fists, and he comes with, ooh, did I get the fists out of that last package? Ooh, where did I put those? Yikes, I don't know what I did with the fists. Oh, I know where they are. Because the first guy came with joints, so I set them all aside with the joints. All right, so I'm gonna put his backpack on. He has a shirt on underneath. He's not bare-chested like the first guy was. And he has this smaller pistol too. Where did I set that? Did I get that out of there? I had to get that out of there. Yeah, well, it's here somewhere. Like I said, I'm planning on replacing all their pistols with Marauder Inc. pistols when I get a chance. I just haven't. I probably dropped it. Anyway, Oh well. I actually kind of like the smaller pistol better. It has a tactical flashlight sculpted into it. I like the wrist wraps on these guys. Very reminiscent of Storm Shadow version 1. These would make fantastic arms for a updated Storm Shadow custom. I guess, you know, I forgot to do like my normal figure review stuff that I do, because I normally review packaging, playability, and customizability in a figure review. And that really doesn't change, hasn't changed on any of the reviews that I've done. The playability is fantastic. I don't think that you need to heat up these joints. They seem to have taken care of that problem fairly well. And let me get him his gun. So we got his gun there. Helmet. These helmets are awesome. I love the sculpt on these things. Let's see here. He's got some lettering on his chest. It says power. I don't know why, but it does. And it says caution on his thigh pads, or ankle pads. So there's your sniper for the, which guys are these again? I can't remember. The Paratrooper Company. So removable backpack, a new sniper rifle, then he's got the interchangeable waist, and then an interchangeable scarf, and he does have a scarf on already, the smaller scarf. I don't know what I did with this pistol, though. That's probably gonna bother me. I must have dropped it somewhere. I'll probably find it when I look for the next time I drop something, because I'm sitting in my customizing area right now. So I'll probably find that when or I might have actually thrown it in the little tray that I'm using to keep all these guys together. All right, last guy for this particular set. And then I'll have to shoot the other video later because I got stuff I gotta do right now, or shortly. All right, last guy for the Paratrooper set. So yeah, like I was saying, that I normally review packaging, playability, and customizability. The packaging is new. I think it's kind of cool. It's got a J-hook hole in the top, so you know, if you wanted to peg it into a wall, or peg it, you know, if you wanted to peg it and stick it on a wall, you could. I don't know why you'd want to, because it's the packaging doesn't really lend itself well to looking cool. I mean, you can see I do keep a lot of stuff on the card. That's the 25th anniversary line behind me. I have Star Wars stuff out in the room here, and then right here are my custom carded G.I. Joe figures, and then you can't see it here, but on the wall to my left, there the rest of my custom carded figures are on that wall. So I do like stuff that's still in the box and stuff that's on the card, but none of this Joytoy stuff ever lends itself well to staying in the box or on the card. It's nice packaging, and the figure displays, I would give thumbs up for those figure displays in and of itself. So that is an awesome plus for the packaging. But I just felt something hit my foot, and I just heard something hit the ground. So I just lost something out of there. Looks like a hand, and oh shit, I don't know what else it dropped there. Great. So yeah, we got a fisted, another fist. Oh, Cool, we've got a carabiner there. Another one of the scarves. We've got a forearm there, so we can switch him out. He's got bare arms, so you can switch out to long sleeve, and I'm guessing that's the other part that I dropped because I don't see the other arm here, the other forearm. He's got the pistol with the tactical flashlight on it. The M4 that the other guy had, same one. Removable backpack. The fist hand, and then of course the interchangeable waist, and it looks like this is the plain waist, so I'm guessing he has the climbing harness on. Yeah, he has the regular harness, the other pelvis on that the other figures did not. Again, I'm not going to put on the scarf, the extra scarf, because you've seen it already once. Kind of a bearded head sculpt, so all the head sculpts, I can't say if they're new or not, but they're nice. Even if they're not new, they are pretty cool. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what I dropped somewhere, was his other forearm, because I felt something hit my foot. And I'm not gonna worry about it too much because I like how it comes anyway, so I'm not gonna swap out the forearms. If you are gonna swap out forearms, that I am going to recommend that you heat up. Use a blow dryer on high for about 3 to 5 seconds. No more than that. That's all you need. It is way more effective than boiling. So let's put his helmet on there, and you're not going to get paint fades that boiling can cause. All right, pistol fits really well into the thigh rig. I like that thigh rig. And he's got another one. I'm pretty sure these are ones that came with the PLA set. He's got a working carabiner. Well, it's not a working carabiner, but it looks like a figure eight, climbing figure eight sculpted on his back, so you could clip something into that. He does have a clip on the front and another clip up here. So I am going to clip his detachable carabiner, and the plastic's really soft, so it makes it kind of hard to work, but at least it won't break. So you can see I've clipped his two carabiners into this figure eight on the back. I love that. That is an awesome accessory. If they'd have been making those for years now, all of my customs would have those on them somewhere. I'd have bought those in bulk. And his gun, oh no, let's get his backpack on. Joints seem fine on this. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, the packaging is good. Playability is amazing, off the charts. You know, it's like I've mentioned before, and it says on the packaging, it's not for kids. You know, you don't want to give this to your 5-year-old. It's not going to stand up to heavy play, but it is going to stand up to, let's take this one off for a second, stand up to careful play. And customizability, again, I have only customized a couple, I guess 3 or 4 Joytoy figures so far. I just love them so much that I hate to use them for customs. And they are a little pricey for customs too. I got one of the female figures and I turned her into a female Cobra Range Viper. And I didn't like the mech pilot at all. That came with the sand mech, the 1/18 scale mech. So I'm turning him into a updated version of Crocmaster. I actually have him right here. That's where I am on that. I'm working on the camo on the pants right now. And then I took one of the, I split one of the police SWAT sets with my co-host on General Geekery, JD, and I painted one of those for a custom tutorial, which is up on this channel, start to finish. Shows you how to customize, how to paint your figures, how I paint my figures. and I turned him into an FBI HRT figure, and I took one of the other figures that from that set, and I turned him into a Firefly from G.I. Joe. All right, there he is all geared up. So that is, I believe, the Skeleton Forces. Let me double check. Yep, Skeleton Forces Paratrooper Company. Again, I can't tell you what the price is. I don't really remember because it was in Hong Kong dollars when I pre-ordered it, and I pre-ordered it early enough to get the slight discount they give. I think it's like 7 to 10%. It's not huge, but it's not a bad discount. It's not bad to get a discount. And I think that about covers it for this particular set. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the third video, which will be the Parish Company set, I believe. Yes, Parish Company set. And watch the other video if you have not on the technically the third set, but the first one that I opened. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun social media things. Let me know if you like the figures in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions about the figures that I can answer. And thanks for watching, and tune into the next one.